Are just to the west of you, Coach, on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First down gets him a couple up to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Man, I got you. Bravo. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Yes. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Matthews. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Double dog. That's the way. Yep. Shift. Look at me. Go up now.
From the gun, Matthews. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Back to throw. Matthews. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rush in. Gone. Rush in. Look at me. Zipper. Check 24. Kill. Hard. Kill, turn up. Watch that. Rock it. Hit it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Matthews, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, Sam off.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Operating from the gun, Matthews. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. A first down carry for Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. To throw on 2nd down. Matthews is going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing right, and that's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Check, 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 check.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike one. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 10. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he was able to track him down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, box top.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep for more. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, watch the sled. Watch the sled.
Now.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Get him! Get him! 56 to Mike.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Matthews. Jones has it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
Yeah.
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Bring it! Bring it! 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Go.
Throwing on third and long. Matthews looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Set, ready? 15, 1. 51. Fire.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I got it. Kill. 6 guys. Check it.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
56 to Mike, boys. Sit down.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
56, right there, 56.
Hey, Orbit.
Let's get that ball. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. All day.
Hurry.
Any day.
To throw on third down, Matthews. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back to throw. Matthews. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Protein spill.
56. Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike's 56. It's our time. It's our time. 56 to Mike.
Looking to throw. Matthews. He's got Evans. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Matthews. Now he'll throw deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked there by Nick Nelson. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Check 15. Check 15.
Back to throw. Matthews. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ready up.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch one. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
Hey, Delta.
Off the field. Let's get off the field.
Big Rivers.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check 52. Recon, 152 fighter. Let's go.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Buccaneers' 32-yard line.
On the double. Hey, high 7. Go.
2nd and 11. Completes this one to Meredith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Down. 18 Gator. 54. Mike, 54. Run.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Get it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Break.
56 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Back, back, back.
Watch it.
No. Hit it.
2nd and 1. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, seam 6.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Matthews pass. Intended for number 89. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hey.
He's mine. Mike 56, Mike 56. I'm coming.
Hey, Charlie. Big grip.
On 4th down, Matthews. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
He got 29 yards that time.
Gain of 29 yards.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 38-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 56 the Mike, boys. 56. Check now.
Throwing again. Matthews looking here for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tremont Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Hey, Alpha! 61, Matchbox White. You ain't doing nothing today. Sure! Sponge! Hit it!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
56.
Hey, wahoo!
56. Mark 56.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Matthews, he finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Off the play fake. Matthews. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Hey, Haywood!
Looking to throw. Matthews. He completes it to Evans. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Go! General West!
56.
To throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9.
Yep. 56 is the mic. Hey, I'm coming. 56 the mic, boys. 56.
From the gun, Matthews. Open man is got it. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Matthews. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tremont Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Buccaneers, 48. Matt Gay set the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The tackle there by George Odom. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, Zoo.
45. Mike.
Hey.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 45. Mike.
Secret.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Meredith. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Ready? Jim.
Protein spill.
Check 43.
Yo, go.
Motion.
Let go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Panthers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.